Chapter 3. I get to school the next day a few minutes before the bell rings. Moving into the building, I reach my locker and set my belongings inside. I find a flyer set within advertising the school's literature club. There were many flyers up around the school for many different clubs: band club, art club, drama club, track club, and the list went on and on. I think about the girl that I met yesterday, but shake my head and shove the flyer into my pocket. I wasn't ever one for clubs, really. I'd always rather be on my own. I oftentimes would walk these halls on my own or sit in the upstairs garden and read. I get to first period and sit down. Everything still hurts from the day's prior beating that I got. I tense my neck and close my eyes for a moment. "Sawyer!" I hear somebody say. I looked up to see the class filing in through the door. Damn, I think to myself. Not this again. The lecture starts off just as any other, but I feel like it's lasting longer than any other lecture before this. I can feel myself turning slowly within the room that I'm in. I'm not dizzy, just uneasy. I almost feel like a doll in a dollhouse being manipulated by some large creature, turning me over and over again. When class ends, I walk out and move to my next class, which is math. I've always hated math. They always fill math with all kinds of dumb things. Imagine spending hours to find the solution to a problem, only to realize that it's some long-planted joke that's made to mock you for being so stupid. My doctor says that isn't true either, but what does she know? The idiot went to school and did science and probably had to take math. Like the people conned by a salesman who sells them diet pills. Those people will always trick themselves into believing that it worked. But these frauds never realize that they are the playthings of a far greater power than them. There are secrets in the numbers. I can feel my hand shaking as I sit. I stick it under one leg, only for that leg to start moving. Inadvertently, I begin to laugh. At first, only my left-hand peer notices. "Hey, dork, what are you doing? Something the matter with you?" she asks. I shake my head at her, but go on laughing to myself. I try knocking my knuckles on my thigh, but that does not work either. "Sawyer!" shouts my teacher. "Dude, knock that shit off, seriously. You're going to get in trouble," hisses my neighbor. I can feel the whole class beginning to look at me. It's awful. I hate when this happens. I look up, and indeed each person in the room is staring at me. I look at the teacher and try to force back a smile. "Do you find my lecture funny?" he asks. I shake my head quickly, but another laugh forces me to grin. "Really?" he asks. He begins walking towards me. "Well then, why not explain to the class what you find so funny?" I shake my head again, laughing into my palm. "We're waiting, Mr. Arbright." I feel him get closer as I avert my eyes, still laughing a bit to myself. It hurts so much to laugh, but I can't stop it. The situation isn't even funny. Few things are, but the urge is simply irresistible. Everything in this life is so absurd. I finally compose myself, though, and answer him softly. "The numbers." "Pardon?" he asks. I look up to him, shaking and smiling as I do so, and repeat myself. "The numbers, Mr. Alderwood. What do they mean?" "If you paid more mind in class, Mr. Arbright, you would know that we're discussing L'Hôpital's rule. Now, why don't you do me a favor? Recite the rule to the class." "No," I state. "No? Have you paid no mind all quarter?" he demands. "No, I mean, that's not important. I'm trying to figure out, what do the numbers mean?" The class laughs at my question, a few mockingly repeating the question that I asked. "What do you mean, what do they mean? They're numbers, Sawyer. They're representations of value." "So you're saying that they're symbols?" I ask. "Congratulations, you understand it. Now, L'Hôpital's rule, please." "So if we can accept that they're symbols, why is it so crazy to think that they put messages in the damn books?" I yell back at him. Mr. Alderwood looks quizzically at me. I look back down and try to think it over. So really, they believe this, but not me? "I've had enough of this disruption, Mr. Arbright," he states. I return my focus to him and realize that I'm laughing once again, but this time I'm laughing for a reason. I'm laughing at him. "Get out! Now!"